but have you tried it in sausage form?
No.
Anything in sausage form is good.
On the phone, Ministry of Natural Resources, Fish and Wildlife, with OPP or NRP, whatever you want to call it. And I was like, hey, like what actually is the ruling here? So we went back and forth, and they're like, in our eyes, because it's federal waterways, it's legal. But obviously, if there is a distance from a dwelling, you have to abide by that. But they all set by high water mark. So then they said they called it more or less like a gray area, like that it's going to be, yes, you may get in trouble by bylaw, but at the end of the day, if you want to fight back and forth, go to court over it, you can. So I kind of was like super nice to everybody about it. I stayed out of Grimsby for mostly a year. And then eventually when I got like all my information together and like my forms from M&R and everything, I might as well go out there last few days. The birds were there and I said, hey, let's go out. And, you know, we're far offshore. Like, end of the day, I don't hunt a shoreline. Like, today I was 0.8 of a kilometer and I had somebody send me the Grimsby community talks thing and said, like, hey, like, these guys are right in my backyard pretty much, like, right up against my property. But meanwhile, we're 0.8 of a kilometer offshore. Like, but I said, end of the day, you know and I know, if you could give me a ticket, and that's what all these councillors want, I said you would right now. But I said, if you go read your bylaw that is still posted on your website, but it does not say like, hey, we own a portion of Lake Ontario. We went back and forth with M&R and everything. And I said, okay, so let's say I go out on Lake Ontario. How do I know when I'm out of Grimsby? I said, there's no stake lines, there's no nothing like that. So I said, end of the day, it's your opinion of your border versus my opinion of your border. And they're like, well, yeah. I said, well, if you guys want, you guys could go put buoys out and everything, and I'm sure everybody would stay out of them. Like, it's just a thing, right? Because if as a duck hunter, if we all just give up and say, okay, yeah, they say we can't go hunt there, okay, we're not going to go hunt there. And then, you know what I mean? You just kind of lay on your back and you're just kind of like, you're giving up. So if you go out there and you're like, hey, we're still here and we're going to make changes to this and we're going to bring hunting on the lake, whatever. If it comes back to Grimsby, it comes back to Grimsby. But, like, it's just, I kind of had enough of all the bull crap online. I was getting, like, accused of hunting down there days I wasn't even down there. And I was just like, no, enough's enough. Like, I don't know. I just... Like, I'm legal, and I said to the bylaw guy, I said to him, I was like, you're a nice guy and everything, but if you could give me a ticket right now, you'd give me a ticket right now, but you know it's not going to stand up, and that's why you're not giving me a ticket. September 28th, but it actually closes down here tomorrow. Goose closes today also, too. But duck is the only thing that will remain open tomorrow. It's not that close to their house, and, like... It's been around for before they moved there. We live all in a small town, and we goose hunt fields, you know, around, or there's houses around. We do it all in a safe distance, and none of our neighbors say anything. They're all like, oh, good. That's, you know, a bunch of younger guys. Like, a lot of the guys I hunt with, they're 20, 22 years old. It's better than them doing that than half the stuff you see going on the news, right? But nobody's in danger with us out there duck hunting. We're not in a distance from shore that's ever going to cause any kind of like harm to anybody on shore. Like, you know, birdshot maybe traveled 200 yards. Everybody's almost a kilometer offshore. Even the cops won't even show up. I have a couple buddies who are like NRP and stuff, and he's like, man, the calls we get in for you guys out there, he's like, it's craziness. He's like, we won't even report to him because it's a bylaw offense. We know you guys are out there being safe. He's like, obviously, if you guys are shooting at people, like, we got to come out. But he's like, last 3 times I came out there, guys are so far offshore, I can barely see how many guys are in a boat.